Good afternoon. Now your STV news, including the headlines for Dundee. Former TV weatherman Fred Talbot has been jailed for 4 years for a string of sex offences against schoolboys on trips to Scotland. The 67-year-old indecently assaulted 7 teenage boys in his care during camping and boating trips in the 1970s and 80s. Talbot had denied the allegations during a 9-day trial at Lanark Sheriff Court, but a jury convicted him of 7 of the 9 abuse charges against him. The killer of a former Mr Scotland bodybuilding champion has been jailed for 14.5 years. Michael O'Hanlon was stabbed 4 times by 44-year-old Stephen Kirkwood in the attack at a garage in Stevenson last July. Nicola Sturgeon says she refuses to be rushed into deciding what to do with her plans for a second independence referendum. At First Minister's questions, Scottish Conservative leader Ruth Davidson urged the SNP leader to ditch it completely after last week's election result. But the First Minister said she was busy dealing with Brexit. A major shake-up of the way schools are run is being announced by the Scottish Government. The Education Secretary, John Swinney, is making a statement at Holyrood, which is expected to unveil sweeping new powers for head teachers. An attempted murder investigation has been launched after a man was stabbed in Glasgow. Police were called to Ladymuir Crescent in the Pollock area last night following reports of a disturbance. A 32-year-old man is in a stable condition in hospital. And the main headlines in Dundee: a man who started a charity to support veterans has admitted conning it out of tens of thousands of pounds. James Riley pleaded guilty to embezzling £60,000 from Tayforth Veterans Project at Dundee Sheriff Court earlier today. He will be sentenced at a later date. And hundreds of Angus school pupils are learning how to give CPR in Brecon today as part of the Save a Life campaign. It's hoped 500,000 people living in Scotland will be able to carry out the procedure by 2020. That's all for now. Time for the weather. Good afternoon.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson. STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.